Was it a robbery last night? Or the other night? Whatever the fuck that was?
Yes. But the 3-2, he went 3-2.
Tyson Fury got incredibly lucky with the split decision victory over Francis Ngannou last weekend. However, the bout was not without its controversies. Many in the boxing and MMA world believe the boxing heavyweight champion cheated his way to victory. Israel Adesanya pointed out Tyson's gypsy elbow helped him win against Ngannou.
Francis with a cheeky elbow.
Yeah.
But he hit Francis with a couple of things.
Hey, cheeky. It's called a gypsy elbow.
Yeah. But he hit
Tommy Fury responded to his brother's victory over Francis Ngannou, and this is what he had to say.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's getting up off the canvas and winning. You know, that's the heart of a champion. He's a true champion. And listen, it is what it is. All credit to Francis Ngannou. He's a difficult man to box, isn't he?
So, how did the combat sports world react to Tyson Fury's controversial victory, and what did Tyson Fury have to say about his controversial win? Let's have a closer look in today's video. After a highly anticipated fight with Francis Ngannou, the Gypsy King has been embroiled in controversy. Accusations of cheating have surfaced, stemming from two main points of contention. The first one is when Fury landed what many have identified as an illegal elbow shot on Ngannou, a move that in many cases would result in a point deduction. Had a deduction occurred, it could have swung the victory in favor of Ngannou. Secondly, despite a majority of fight experts and fellow boxers scoring the bout in favor of Ngannou, the judge's decision went to Fury, raising eyebrows and questions about the integrity of the scoring. Many who haven't watched or followed the fight closely might be aware of the judges favoring Fury over Ngannou. However, very few might be aware of the elbow-shoving controversy, so let's have a look.
And this is what Ronaldo saw in that last round. An elbow came in on the back end.
Tyson Fury was incredibly lucky to get away with a blatant right elbow to the head of Francis Ngannou in the 6th round last Saturday night that many fans believe should have resulted in a point deduction or a disqualification. It was a foul that was so obvious on Fury's part that it was hard to believe that the referee, Michael Griffin, didn't step in and take a point away on the spot, which would have changed the results of the fight from a 10-round split decision for Tyson to a draw. It's difficult for people to believe that the referee didn't see the elbow from Fury because he looked so obvious. You'd have to be blind or not looking in the direction of the two fighters not to see it. It can be argued that Fury elbowed Ngannou out of frustration. After all, he was dominated by the MMA icon right from the start and was even knocked to the floor in the 3rd round. Fury was also taking a lot of hard left hook counters when he'd throw. Fury wasn't in the best shape, as he'd gotten really fat since his last fight 10 months ago against Derek Chisora, and he didn't trim off all the weight. You could tell from looking at the emaciated appearance of Fury's face and upper body, he'd lose the weight too quickly, sacrificing muscle but not losing all the fat. It looked like Fury hadn't put much effort into the fight and was a bit too overconfident before the bout. It's also no secret that Fury has gotten away with bending the rules in his fights by shoving, throwing rabbit punches, low blows, excessive leaning on his opponents, and the referees just let it take place. Some would argue that the referees saved Fury from being knocked out in his 1st and 3rd fights with Deontay Wilder. They also could have disqualified Fury for fouling Wilder repeatedly in their 2nd fight, hitting him with shots behind the head and low blows.
Tyson gloves. He's very tricky with his glove. I have heard it. When he fought Deontay Wilder, he complained about that.
You really think he's doing?
Speaking of this fight, the boxing community was disappointed with the referee's decision not to penalize Tyson Fury. During an interview, the former boxing and now trainer Robert Garcia shared his opinion, concurring with the prevailing view. Robert Garcia voiced his agreement with these sentiments. He stated, "No damage was caused. I don't know if the ref saw it. On the slow-motion replay, you could clearly see that he went in for the elbow, but during the fight, nobody sees that. T was a very close fight. Most of the people thought Francis Ngannou won. That's what a lot of people thought." The interviewer also chimed in, stating that he is also among the people with similar thoughts about the result. This led Garcia to state, "Exactly, a lot of people thought he won. And not only do they think he won, he dropped him. Come on, man!" Moreover, the interviewer then pointed out that Fury had had a concussion from the punch that dropped him, as he could only remember getting hit once the whole fight. However, Garcia appeared extremely disappointed towards Fury's performance as he said, "Tyson Fury should have never, that shouldn't have happened."
It was a very, close fight. Most of the people thought, what was his name?
Francis Ngannou.
Francis Ngannou won. That's what a lot of...
In a recent interview, Tyson Fury addressed the cheating allegations. With a calm demeanor, Fury confidently dismissed the claims of an illegal move, emphasizing that had there been any wrongdoing, the referee's intervention would have been immediate. He attributed the uproar to the disappointment of fans and critics, rather than any substantial evidence of foul play. Fury reflected on the event as a whole, describing it as an unbelievable experience akin to 10 rock concerts. Despite the grandeur, he remained focused on the fight's aftermath, particularly the accusations that followed. When probed about the possibility of underestimating Ngannou or being surrounded by yes men in his camp, Fury was quick to dismiss such notions. He gave credit to Ngannou's prowess, stating, "You can't take anything away from Francis Ngannou. He was a good fighter and he gave me a very good fight." He acknowledged that every boxer has off days, but stressed that it's essential to keep moving forward. Regarding the fight itself, Fury admitted to feeling a bit off with Alexander Usyk for the undisputed championship. He conveyed a message of mutual respect to Usyk and a promise to deliver the biggest fight of our generation. In a final jab, Fury brushed off comments from promoter Eddie Hearn, whom he referred to dismissively, indicating his focus remains on the ring, not the opinions of outsiders.
How good he was or how bad he was, there was no footage of him. Never seen a man fight before as a boxer, and that was it.
As for Ngannou, he too reacted to the fight and his surprising performance. In a post-fight interview with ESPN, Ngannou said, "If he was being honest, Fury would say, 'I won that fight. I won that fight. There's no question about it. Even before getting here, I knew if this fight gets to a decision, I'm not winning. Not because I didn't do good, but because I'm the new guy in the house. I come here and I just want to kick into people's business. There's a structure of business out there, and you need to do a lot to destroy it.' I wasn't just expecting to win like that in a decision, but it is what it is. I do my job. I know that I did everything I could have done. I did my best. Maybe next time I should just do better to convince people." So, Ngannou didn't directly address Tyson Fury's cheating, nor did he accuse the judges. However, this statement by Ngannou gives us a clear indication of how he feels about the split decision victory that went in Tyson Fury's favor. Even though the record books have a W next to Fury's name, Ngannou thinks he gained invaluable experience in his first boxing outing, the first of potentially many. "This is really my first time to fight and to do a 10-round boxing match of straight boxing," Ngannou said. "I tell myself that I didn't do bad against the #1 heavyweight in the world. I'm just going to go back and focus on that and have at least that experience to work on it. That feeling to work with it and get prepared for the next time, because I think this gets me even more excited and hungry to prove I was wounded, but I realized I can bite." It's not just the boxing world who was disappointed with the result. The MMA world also gave their opinion on the controversy surrounding Tyson Fury. Israel Adesanya shared his candid thoughts on the fight between Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou. Adesanya referred to the fight as a robbery, indicating his view that the result was unjust. He highlighted a specific moment, on the 32, where Fury executed a combination that led to Ngannou being dropped. Adesanya seemed impressed by Fury's speed and technique, noting the effectiveness of Fury's feints and the so-called gypsy elbow, a term he used with a hint of irony to describe Fury's controversial move.
Francis like with a cheeky elbow.
Yeah.
But he hit Francis with a couple of things.
Hey, cheeky. It's called a gypsy elbow.
Yeah. But he hit.
Despite acknowledging Fury's skill, Adesanya also pointed out times when Ngannou was inactive, suggesting that there were moments when both fighters were not engaging as expected. This observation led him to muse about the strategic calculations going on in Fury's mind, implying that Fury might have been trying to figure out an unusual challenge presented by Ngannou. Adesanya also brought up an unexpected tactical switch by Fury to a southpaw stance, which seemed to surprise not only him but also others backstage. The switch appeared to be a strategic move that caught Ngannou off guard, leading to a moment of confusion and surprise. In his reaction, Adesanya encapsulated the mixed feelings of many spectators. A recognition of Fury's boxing prowess and the strategic nuances of the fight, coupled with a sense of dissatisfaction with how the fight was conducted and concluded. But we'd love to hear your thoughts on Fury's elbow move on Ngannou. Do you also feel that Fury should have been disqualified for these illegal moves against Ngannou? Do let us know in the comments. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for the latest notifications so that you never miss out on videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.